Last time on the language of magic, you guys had descended already to the top of the tower of the answer dragon, and spent your time with him, had your questions answered. Uh, Tango was able to get a little extra information, basically asking certain questions that the answer dragon seemed happy to respond to, uh, either because they kind of felt like it, or because they were responding outside of their duties as an avatar. Uh, you're treated to food, drink, and got to relax for a bit at the top up there, and eventually descended the mile and a quarter or so down off the side of it with a jump. Took about 3.5 rounds to get to the bottom before you uh, peacefully landed in the sands below. You then used your tokens from Syl and returned back to his teleportation room in his house. You gave him some information, give him 100%, but you did provide information for him, told him about the books. He said that he was going to begin doing a little bit of research for you. And he turned over the deed to the group's house, currently still under construction, but some of it was completed as to your specifications. You all began playing around with the notion of bastions, coming up with what rooms you'd want, the special rooms that you would want to be there, kind of picking little plots and so forth, and getting ready to have your first week here in Bastion turns, so to speak. At the end of the session, you went out and explored the town ever so slightly, stopping by one of the magic shops and talking to the proprietor there, who was able to provide a little bit of information about one of Tango's family members, who had previously been a merchant in the town as well. However, they seem to have shut down, gone missing, something like that, in the last couple of months, and sometime in the last couple of months, and were given a lead as to someone that potentially they could talk to. In addition, he has someone on the small council that said they would maybe like to say hello to them when they noticed the registration of the house that you guys have picked up. They are a Baldori member, but they've married and now have a different name. And with that, we'll go ahead and pick up again in the city of Dorrington. So I'm planning to run. This is what we can have, you can have some like role play interactions or whatever. And if you want to like communicate with people here in the town, we can go for it. We plan to spend a week in town so that you guys could do a Bastion turn. So at the end of 7 days, we'll take our turns and you'll execute what you want your players to do. Now, it's a little strange how it's written to me. It sounds like you're supposed to issue an order and then the order takes 7 days, but at the same time, there were when your players have a week, you can say, "Oh yeah, at the end of this, you take a Bastion turn." So I'm going to play it in such that at the end of 7 days, you'll say, "This is what I told my group to do." So just for example, we've got Phalar and Simon who are researching Hagstooth. So I have them do some rolls for me. I got information for that. And that's info that would come at the end of that Bastion turn. I wouldn't want you guys to say, I'm going to start my Bastion turn, want them to research that, and then go around, do some role play, and then somebody drops a whole bunch of information on you that the group would have been researching, and then it would feel like you had lost that turn. So as far as I'm concerned, the turn will happen. When you take your turn, it's for the week leading up to it, so that way you always get your benefit of the turn.
That makes sense. I need to look back at Bastions because I don't remember the benefits of the rooms.
Yeah, the library one is research. I know that. We've got the barracks, so there's some recruiting that's going on. Darren has them doing that. He had a smithy, but I showed him what the rules were like for the smithy, and he kind of backed out of that one. Your groups can, your hirelings can craft for you. Unfortunately, they have to follow standard rules for crafting, so it does take time. Now, if they're crafting a set of ball bearings that cost a gold, they're going to knock that out in that 1 week. I guess anything over 50 gold is good. Yeah, anything over 50 gold, or actually anything over 70 gold, will take more than 1 week, going by the crafting rules. 70 and below, they can knock that each time. And you still have to pay half the price for them as well. And then Tango's got a storeroom, I believe, or something like that, where they basically buy and sell goods. So he's got a constant money generator, essentially, if he takes a trade object, if he takes a trade order each turn. Like 1 week he'll pay into it, the next week he'll get money out of it, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, that's kind of how I understand. I was going to ask right now. Obviously, this being the first week, I'd have to pay into it. Should I subtract 500 gold from my sheet?
Yeah, I believe so. So when we initiate that Bastion week, you can pay up to 500 gold into it, and then when we initiate the second one, which will be the following week, you'll be able to take 550 out.
Oh, so okay. So if I just keep putting money into it, I'll just start earning more each week.
Yeah, it says your limit is 500 per week at this level, and it's like 1 week you have to put it in, and 1 week you have to take it out. I don't care if you want to keep putting money in and then take money out in increments afterwards. Like I don't care that's back and forth. But yeah, I guess you can pay into it up to 500 gold per week, and then take out up to 550, I believe.
So if I were to just put in 500 now, and then next week just take out 50, leaving 500 in there, and just keep getting 50 gold every week?
Yeah, I would be fine. Well, no. Wait. Well, yes, it would work that way, because the 500 would go back into it, and then they would have to, because the idea is they're reselling the goods at a 10% increase on the sell week.
Okay.
But feel free to read it too, because I read it like 3 times. Feel free to read it too, and let me know if you read it a little differently, and we'll do however it works. We'll do it.
Okay, I'll have a look and come back to it in a minute. But for now, I have put the 500 gold in there. It just feels like it's going to take, 5 or 6 weeks to make any actual return off of it?
In 6 weeks, you would be able to turn your 500. If you're going by the way I'm reading it, that 500 would turn into 650 in 6 weeks.
So you're getting 10% a week.
That's 10. And see, here's the tricky part. I think it's 10% every 2 weeks. Because week one is buy the items. Week 2 is sell the items. Then week 3 would be buy the items. Week 2 would be sell the items.
Assuming there's not like a side hustle stocking the storehouse, like through Phalar's workshop or something. So
Sure. But also, hey, if you guys want to say that you've got, hey, I'm going to use my storehouse along with this guy over here, and our merchants are going to work together. I think anytime you guys work together, you'll get little benefits from it. So things can always improve when you team up to do the same thing.
I'm going to open a little cart in the shop in this town, that sells spyglasses from my Bastion.
There you go. Aren't those things like 1,000 gold?
Uh-huh.
Okay. 3 a year. 3.5 a year.
Yeah, I don't know why, but if I have the glassblowers kit, which is what I went with for the workshop, as one of the options, that's the thing it can make.
Okay, all right. Nifty. Okay, yeah.
My goal is to crash the spyglass market and then take it over.
That's a good goal. All right, let's see. Where's our town music? Is this the town music? Yes, this is town music.
Yeah, I couldn't believe the spyglass thing full. I wondered how many weeks I'd be able to get away with selling them.
They are an oddly expensive item. But all right, like I said, we can do stuff in the town for the week during your Bastion turns. So if you want to go and speak to Tango's family members, for instance, you guys are welcome to. If there's anything else you guys want to do, we'll go ahead and knock that out. Otherwise, we can assume, anything that any rest of that time, we'll just say you spend hanging out in your bastions, going around town, so forth. If you guys want to pick up like a little side job, whatever it is, that can be done during this time as well. But yeah, it's all yours. Whatever you guys want to do.
So, right at the end of last session, kind of last thing Tango was doing was, I was offended by the Illuminarium guy trying to sell me a fake eye, and so I took off to the Founder's Keep to go find my aunt. But I think Simon was trying to tail behind me, and I think he wanted to kind of be around. So I would like to go talk to my aunt at some point, but I'd also wouldn't mind waiting for Simon if he's gonna be showing up today.
That's fine. We can wait for Simon. I don't know if he's the only one that was following. It might have been the entire group. So up to you guys if you want to go together as a group or not. But yeah, I imagine they'd be able to catch up to you and so forth. We can return to that then when at least Simon comes in.
Yeah, he's better at taking notes than I am. So.
All right then. All right then. Well, then, during this week, is there anything else that you guys would like to do? Don't everybody speak up at once now. Failer's going to do some shopping.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to do something else too, but I have to message you real quick.
All right.
For it to make sense. So,
sure. Any standard gear that you want to buy is fine, but it does have a 10% markup in this particular city. So if it's like $5 gold item, it would be 5 gold and 5 silver. But you can buy any standard adventuring gear in several places.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm not looking for anything exotic. Just like yarn and rope and ink, all the random things I have.
Oh, yeah, makes total sense.
But yeah, I'll take 10% up.
Parsnips, is there anything you want to do while we're in town?
Devin might have a cat on his laptop.
That's very true. So I'm gonna try to get a hold of my contacts and pass on information about Scorpion.
Gotcha. Okay. Yes. Okay. Failer, go ahead and join me in secrets for a minute.
All right.
Okay, let's try this again.
Now I can hear you.
Yay, I'm here. I did it.
Welcome.
So, what did I miss?
Not a whole lot. We were just discussing more Bastion stuff, kind of what's happening with the week, and then we were talking about what we're doing, what other stuff we're doing during this week. I said the last thing I remember I was doing was running off to the Founder's Keep to go find my aunt, I think you were trying to catch up behind me.
Yes.
So yeah, I said I was gonna wait for you to show up because, well, mostly because you take better notes than I do.
I'm trying, man. I in my very first D&D campaign, I tried doing the notes, and I was like, yeah, it's great. And then after that first campaign, I was like, bullet point, 2-word description. It did not go well.
Yeah,
So this is me trying to get back in the game.
fair. I
Unfortunately.
forget to take notes. It's like it's either I remember it in my head or I don't, and that's how I've always lived.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, Phalar was doing something about selling some stuff and possibly buying things, and they were sending private love letters back and forth to each other, and then they're just like, oh, let's just hop over to secrets, and they left us in the dark over here.
Oh, it looks like they're coming back.
Hi guys.
Aloha.
Oh, hi.
Did Roll20 like crash out for some people? It looks like some people dropped while I was away.
Yeah, I don't see Parsnip or... Oh, there we go.
No, there we go. There they are. Okay, cool.
I just had to open the tab. I think it got hung up.
Well, welcome back, Simon.
Thank you.
Aw, Devin's a kitty.
I like how Find Familiar has a bunch of like super fantastical looking creatures in the image, but then the description's like, nah, you get this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think in your mind it can look however you want it to.
It's very true. Very, very true.
When I look at my corgi, I don't see a dog. I see a fairy steed, for example.
Nice.
That's fair. There's a ton of creatures that are like familiar variants that aren't included in the description either. You just gotta find them.
No, it's true. Yeah, I don't mind people like gaining special familiars also through roleplay or adventuring and that sort of thing. But like special ones I don't typically do, just be like, yeah, you can summon a Tressum right from the start because they're incredibly overpowered.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Can I capture one with a net?
You can, but they're really tough. You might need to get like an expert net tosser to help you with that. All right. Well, with Simon here, I think everyone but Sheems is here. So if you wanted to head out, Tango, I think we're good. Or we can still wait a little longer if you want.
Yeah, I'm good for whatever. If,
There's one last thing Phalar wants to do in town before we leave, but otherwise I'm ready to go.
I just need to pick up 10 gold worth of incense because I'm going to get me a familiar. I just don't know if it's going to be a bat or a lizard.
Nice. Yeah, you guys have a week in town, so you'll be able to do all of those things. Tango is interested in meeting his aunt, I believe it is, and was waiting for Simon to be available before you guys travel that way.
So Phalar really enjoys playing the songhorn. So one of the things that they've become fond of is finding one of the seedier taverns that will let bards perform for tips. and then sneak around and steal things from the people that seem evil.
Okay. Throughout the week, if you want to do that, that's fine. You can make probably 2 sleight of hand checks per night. If you roll a natural one, you're going to get discovered, and it'll be interesting. But feel free to there's a table for trinkets. We can pull that up, and you can essentially pickpocket trinkets out of the seedy little Knights Inn in the northwest area. That would be ideal for that.
Okay. Yeah, I see the D100. It looks like trinkets, and I'll probably do it like 2 nights that we're here. So I'll roll 4 sleight of hands.
Yep, that works. Like I said, if you roll a 1, you're going to get caught. We'll go from there. Otherwise, we'll put. But this will happen before that, obviously. When you guys left the exchange, and Tango kind of went off in a bit of a huff, and it took a second, but you guys were able to catch up to him. I know Simon kind of raced off after him as he was moving away. Eventually, you all meet back up with Tango on his way to the Founder's Keep. Now, there's 2 main keeps here. Founder's Keep and Central Keep. Founder's Keep is where it's like the office, essentially, that a lot of the government works out of. And you'll approach. There'll be some guards, and they will they'll stop you and just ask you what business that you have. It doesn't take much to essentially let them know what your intent is, that you're here to see someone, a relative, and so forth. They'll kind of move you forward. Just head on in. A couple of offices are on the right-hand side. She'll be most likely either with the small council at the end of the hall, or in our little office to the left of the council room.
Sweet. Thanks. And I'm going to go to the end of the hall and just push open the door to the small council room.
You open up the doors, and you look inside, and there's a small little round table. Not too small. It's about 6 or 7 feet wide, thick oak and so forth. Wooden chairs around it, 3, each with cushioned. So some expense, obviously, in it. Fireplace over to the side. Walls covered in various books on the backside. A table with ink and paper kind of sitting on it over to the right, but you don't see anybody inside of it.
Darn. That would have been exciting. All right.
Should we just wait?
Well, we'll go check her office.
Okay.
You follow the directions of the office, and you go down the hall just a little bit, and there's a fairly strong wooden door up on the, obviously sealed on the stone walls.
Let's just walk in.
Tango, we probably need a... Okay.
The door's not locked. You open the door, and you're greeted with a somewhat older woman sitting behind a desk. She's kind of looking over some papers, has some spectacles on that she's looking at. She's dressed quite well, and her eyes just kind of look up and look over the top of her spectacles, and she kind of looks at the group. Yes?
Just throw my arms open wide. Aunt Seraphina! It's Tango. Haven't seen you in forever. No longer a Baldoria here.
She kind of glances over towards you, cocks her head for just a second. She's thinking about it. You were quite small the last time I see you. What happened to you? As she kind of puts her hand up to the side of her face.
time happens.
Yes. She stands up and kind of moves out from the side of her desk, and she allows you to kind of embrace her. As she does, she kind of gives you a very gentle kind of pat on the back. She goes, "So, yes, you were the one whose name I happened to catch. I see. Uh, congratulations on your home." She kind of scans over the group. I guess the group is the one that owns it now. Uh, I just wanted to see you. I wasn't sure what member of the family it would have been. Um, wasn't sure what you were in town for. Anything in particular?
Well, I mean, yes and no, I suppose. Didn't go so well with joining the army in Theshiden. God, what's my father's name?
I see. Well, I'm sure Martin wasn't too disappointed.
Oh, well, of course he was. You know how he is with with his army. So, but he's still got. God, I'm forgetting all my relatives' names.
Well, there's so many. I'm sure your younger brother Timmons is doing a great job coming up.
Last I heard, yeah. Yes, he has Timmons. But, I had to leave town, try and find my own way. So set off on a bit of an adventure. Stopped by the Silver Spire. Now I'm here, running with this lovely crew. I'll gesture to Simon, who's a good friend of mine from the Spire. Doing a little bit of work with some individuals here in Torrington. And so far things have been going pretty well. That's how we acquired our estate, and I think I'm going to start some business here.
Okay, well, I'm sure you have a keen mind for it. I would like to ask though, you haven't by any chance connected with Sebastian, have you? I've lost contact with him, and when I saw Baldori on that deed, I assumed maybe you were here, or you were either him or you were talking to him.
Actually, I was going to ask you the same thing. I had heard rumors about my cousin having a shop here. And actually, just before coming here, I went and spoke with the proprietor of the Illuminatorium, who knew Sebastian, but said he ran into some trouble, hasn't been seen for a few days, weeks, month. Just kind of went disappearing, or missing.
Okay. Yes. Well, Eldrin certainly would know. Sebastian had an interesting business model. He would typically. I was familiar with what he had going. Pippi's in the back there. Yes, she don't mind her. She's ready for her dinner. Yes. So Sebastian, he tended to deal in bulk. He did quick inventory. It was an interesting business model. It seemed to be working for him. But he would sell healing potions in large quantities, magical ammunition. He just sold anything that would sell quickly. But he was kind of like a middleman. He would just take the inventory in and he would ship it off. And we talked. We were friendly. Well, acquainted with each other. We'd say hi. We had breakfast together every so often. But I swung by a shop just a few weeks back there, and it was gone. There was no stock. The sign is in disarray, falling off. And I haven't seen him. I checked around. No one heard from him. So I was hoping you might know more.
I mean, I'm certainly going to look into it because I was hoping to speak with him about opening a business here in Torrington, but obviously he's gone, which is concerning in of itself.
Well, by the way, if you do want to open up a business, just reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to fast track the application, get you cut through all that red tape, no problem.
Wonderful. It sounds like you already kind of have it. It's already starting up within this state that we've acquired.
Oh, yes, a little business setup. That's totally fine. Your deed is fine for that. If you ever, or we're going to purchase a commercial building for large scale things, just let me know. We can take care of that. Plenty of places to build.
Excellent. Yeah. Just a startup right now, and hopefully we gain some capital and expand.
Well, that's most excellent. Keep me informed if you should ever hear about Sebastian. I'd just like to know that he's safe.
Of course. If you happen to hear anything new, I would appreciate any messages or updates you might come across as well. But I am going to actively kind of seek this out and investigate.
Oh, excellent.
Well,
Simon gives you a little nudge in the head if you noticed. But then she looks at you. So, do you all want lunch by chance? Anything such as that? Anything going on?
lunch is great. I love free lunch. I mean,
If you're okay with hosting us, I'd love it.
Simon, what was that about? There's a guy looking for me?
Yeah, did you were well, I guess I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag. Is this in my head or out loud? Sorry, hold on.
You tell us.
Well, I was asking, did you just ask that out loud or in my head?
No, out loud because I out of character don't remember.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was well, okay. Yeah, there was a gentleman apparently looking for him who was really rude to the Illumin. I know the name of the shop. I feel so bad. The gentleman is so sweet. The Luminary Emporium.
He's rude.
He was, yeah, and the shop owner was like super frazzled by it. But I didn't know if he's looking for Baldorians. I know you're not a Baldorian anymore, but please just be careful because apparently he was just super rude and super unprofessional.
That was the guy I saw at the bar, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I thought he was a Baldoria because of his red hair, but apparently he wasn't a Baldoria.
Yeah, well, maybe he's just jealous. I don't know. But just please be careful, miss.
I think I know who you're talking of, and that is someone that has. I've actually spoken to that gentleman.
Do you mind if I ask you his name? Because I don't think he gave it to the proprietor at the Luminary Emporium.
Oh, that was Mr. McFife.
Sorry.
Yes, he too was looking for Sebastian. Apparently, they did business dealings together, and he was upset that Sebastian was no longer providing the shipments. This is something about abandoning them at their most needing hour.
That sounds loaded and cryptic.
He asked if I had any idea as to why it is that they had stopped doing business with them, and I didn't have any reason. Oh, uh, uh, he's from Thazur Igni.
Well, it sounds like we have a lead, at least with him, a little bit, to find out what kind of business they were doing.
Yeah.
It's most unfortunate what's going on over there right now. That poor country is just in shambles, from what I hear.
Wait, that's a country?
What? Yes, it is.
Can I do like a history or?
Sure.
I don't know what check that would be to know anything about what's going on with it or where it might be.
Sure, no problem. Yeah, you can do a knowledge history.
I will as well.
I don't know why. Oh, because I have ignore the advantage. To turn that off.
With an 11, you're not sure. It sounds kind of familiar. You think you've heard the name before in passing. Tango, the name hits you a little more. DC was 15 for this. You think about Thazur Igni, and then you remember the connection of Thazur Delum being the continent, the larger area. Thazur Igni is a country on Thazur Delum. You know that with a 16, you would know that Thazur Delum is typically referred to as the Red Death. Literally, the slang term for the continent is the Red Death. And that's what most everybody calls it. So it's actually, you have to think about it that Thazur Delum is that, but then it all kind of connects together.
Gotcha. And so is this continent? Obviously, you have to. Like, what direction would it be from?
It's southeast of here.
East. So is that not towards like the South Aberlins?
It would be further south than them, but closer.
Okay. And those trade routes became really treacherous during the Great Storm.
That actually was safer. Drelland to the Aberlins was very, very difficult when the storm was at its highest. So, like during the entire Chaos Wars and so forth, before it was gone, that was nearly impossible. But you could still go down to Thazur Delum. This would just be information you would have. Thazur Delum, though, it was kind of avoided for the longest time. People did not want to trade with the Red Death. All sorts of bad rumors about the Red Death. With a 16, you would know that the country, though, the continent as a whole, has kind of improved their image over the last several decades, and now it's become fairly regular for people to trade with them. There's still a little bit of that kind of bigotry, but it's nothing like it used to be.
Gotcha. But still, quite a bit of like turmoil and hostilities that would kind of be occurring there. Obviously, since what she just said about them being in shambles, there's some sort of conflicts possibly going on.
So Thazur Delum, that's an entire continent. Thazur Igni is the northwest portion of Thazur Delum. And there's a mountain range that essentially blocks off Thazur Igni from the rest of the continent. The waters around much of Thazur Delum are very treacherous. So again, you would probably know this with family shipping history. So it's actually easier to get to Thazur Igni than any other part of it from this continent. and it's just about as fast as it would be to ship from within that continent, going around the mountain areas, through the treacherous waters and so forth. So that's why it kind of clicks in your head. It makes some sense for them to be shipping from this area as opposed to someplace on that continent itself.
Gotcha. Interesting. Sounds like maybe they're supplying, or Sebastian was supplying, large, well, obviously large amounts of potions, ammunition. Obviously, people with power, people with money. Something might have gone wrong, but that feels like a good place to investigate.
Right. So after we did our trek in the desert, I got the ability to speak over distances to people using the send in spell. And if you can describe to me what this gentleman looked like, Sebastian, there's a chance that I could send them a message to at least see if they're okay. I don't know if it's going to work or not. And DM, I'll put the notes specifically in.
I mean, I haven't seen Sebastian since I was like 5 or 6. All I could really describe is that he's going to be a man with red hair, and that does not narrow it down for you.
No, but your wonderful aunt here has met him, I'm assuming, right? If you'd be able to describe him to me in as excruciating enough detail as possible, I might be able to get him. But I will tell you that if he's decided to make his way to a different plane of existence, there is a small percentage that the message will never make it. But I'll know if it fails or not.
She looks at you. She seems to understand the sending isn't unusual in that regard, and she says, "Oh, hold on a second." She goes over to her drawer. She sifts through a little bit, and she goes, "Oh, well, here we go. We had a little image here we captured," and she pulls out this little um, eh, an uncut gem, and she sets it on, and she kind of rubs it for a little bit, and it pops up a small little like silent image of her and these two little elven children. She goes, "Oh no, wait, not that one. Hold on." She puts it back in, pulls out another one, sets it down. She rubs on it, and it does again a little silent image. It's got her as well as an older human and a middle-aged elf, all looking very serious. She goes, no, sorry." Tables on another.
Your family is very beautiful.
Oh, that's not that was the small council.
Oh, well.
Posterity. But she eventually she finds one, and she pops it up, and sure enough, they say, "Oh, there he is!" And you see somebody very similar to Tango, a little bit shorter, not nearly as fit, slightly longer hair pulled back in a ponytail, and looks fairly happy. And you get an image of the face.
Okay, I can only send 25 words, and I'm not great with speaking. So if I could get y'all's assistance in what I need to ask, other than, "Hey, Sebastian, this is Simon here with your aunt and cousin Tango. Um, are you alive?" Like, I don't want to put the heart before the horse, but I think that is the most important thing to ask, right?
I'd maybe ask if he's in trouble rather than if he's alive, because if the message goes through, obviously he's alive. And if
Or
okay,
we'd like to see you. Maybe.
all
just
right,
ask
hold on. Let
where
me.
he is.
Tango, you've met him or no? I can't remember.
Like at a family reunion 15 years ago.
Okay. Well, I'll go with your aunt first. DM, what was the aunt's name again? I'm so sorry.
She
actually,
is.
did
Put her
you put
little
it in
token down. Hold on. She is Seraphina.
Seraphina? Okay. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I got to count on myself too when I reply.
In trouble. That's 2 words. Where are you? Can we meet? Let me count that real fast. 2, 7, 8, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18. Now I think 18 words. Basically, I have, hey, Sebastian, I'm with Tango and your Aunt Seraphina. Are you in trouble? Where are you? Can we meet? Is there anything else I can try to add? Or do you think that covers the basics? I don't have to do 25 words, but that's just like the max.
I assume you're asking the group and not me.
Yes. Yeah.
I can't think of anything else. Yeah, that sounds pretty damn good.
Okay. Should I put, are you okay? I think I can add that too. Are you okay? Please reply. All right, let me count that out one more time. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. 24. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cast Sending, and I'll say, hey, Sebastian, I'm with Tango and your Aunt Seraphina. Are you in trouble? Where are you? Can we meet? Are you okay? Please reply.
All right, one second. Got to count my response.
You're totally fine.
All right. You get this frantic reply back. Who is this? Where are you? Please help me. They have me locked up in this small, boarded up room. They just took me at. And that's when it stops.
Okay, hold on. Who is this? Where are you? Please help me. They have me locked up in a small boarded up room. Have me locked up in a small boarded up room. They just took me. I'm gonna look at Tango and Miss Seraphina and be like, I'm really sorry. It sounds like he is okay. Well, alive, but it sounds like he is being held against his will somewhere. I can do this, I think, one more time. And I'm gonna need some help to really get it right. And Tango, we might be on a rescue mission pretty soon here. This is what he said. And and I'll just relay exactly what he said. This is, I'm assuming, Miss Seraphina, that you know this city pretty well. So if I can try to get descriptions of something, maybe you might be able to help pinpoint us where he might be. But there's a lot of points here that I don't know what I should focus on. I'm sorry to drop this on you. I know it's probably very stressful just to find out suddenly that one of your family members is captured. But we'll do what we can. Well, I'll do what I can. I can't speak for everyone else, but I'm sure we'll all agree. No, ma'am, this is my cookie. Go away. Sorry, that was my dog.
Cookies.
Yeah, we went to Chicken Salad Chicken. They have really good sugar cookies.
Yeah, I mean, I guess ask for details. See if he knows how long he's been captured, if they were traveling on a road, on a boat, if they're still in town.
Okay. So I'm going to tell him has to limit his response to 25 words. So I'm going to say using 25 words. That's really rude to tell someone. Also, is 25 one word or two words? Who knows?
My dear, that's one word.
Okay. Um, How long ago were you taken? Do you know if you traveled or are you still in city? I'm writing this out myself so I can count it. I'm sorry, y'all.
Don't apologize. Sending's always super fun.
Very limit. It's useful, but limiting, y'all. All right. So, how long ago were you taken? Do you know if you traveled or are you still in the city? Any distinctive sounds or smells? I don't know if that might help, but who knows? How about any distinctive features? Can you give us any distinctive features? Can you give any descriptive features?
I like that. Maybe he has access to a room or something.
Oh, hi, James.
Yeah.
Hello.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I had to find my map. Here's on your screen. You should see Thazardellum. And
Can't see anything. We're all
Oh.
blind.
Let
Okay.
me do. Hold on 1 second. Let me turn on daylight mode.
You're fine.
There you go. Can you guys see it now?
No, I cannot.
What? Drop the party marker on it. How about now?
I can see the background is like blue, but that's it.
Mhm. Yeah, same.
Oh, hold on. Okay, actually, maybe I just turn off dynamic lighting.
Huzzah!
Oh,
There it is.
Ah, there we go. You're
I
good.
see a map.
There you
Oh, that's an old map.
go. Thazardellum. And Thazarigny is the area in the upper left over there, which is kind of blocked from the rest of the continent
Okay.
by a mountain range.
So what I have is how long ago were you taken? Do you know if you traveled or are you still in city? Can you give any descriptive features? And that's 24 words. And unfortunately, after I send this, I won't be able to reply for at least another 8 hours. I'm gonna have to go back to a keep or at least kip out on a bed somewhere and recover. Oh wait, actually, maybe I can get back a spell using. I might be able to do this one more time. We'll see. Hold on, y'all. How do I convert? Ah, here we go. I can really push myself and I might be able to get one more use out of this after I hear back. So let's just send this off and see what we get. So I'll say, how long ago were you taken? Do you know if you traveled or are you still in the city? Can you give any descriptive features?
Count my words again. Okay, so you get this back. Oh, okay, 25 words. Got it. It is so good to hear from someone. I might be on a boat. It smells of the sea and.
This guy.
Okay,
Never
so
do
he might
work
be on a.
at counting.
Well, I'll shoot one more. I'll try to give one more hurrah if you think it affects. Well, so he said he might be on a boat. It smells of the sea. But correct me if I'm wrong. There is a harbor here, right? And this city opens up into the sea. So, in theory, he might be nearby. So, if you want, I can burn my reserves, and this will be the last sort of big spell I can do today. But I think it's kind of worth it.
Yeah, if you want to. It sounds like he's not really at risk of. Sounds like it's been there for a few days, maybe. Sounds like they're keeping him alive. So I don't think we have to like rush out of here right now by any means. So
Well, is there a way to? Is I don't have access to this, but maybe the Luminary or Miss Evie might. Isn't there something that we can do to like find someone or look in on them?
that's exactly what I was thinking. I thought maybe we could hire the services of some sort of magician. Ugh.
Hey now, hey.
Yeah.
I know I don't have to read for my magics, but that's still kind of derogatory.
Yeah. Well.
But I
Sorry.
get it. No, it's cool.
Dishfix, don't worry, I think you're the best mage in the world.
Oh no, I'm not. Trust me, that's my GG. But anyways, let's go ahead and say, well, Miss Seraphina, I'm sorry. I can send one more message if you want me to reach out to him and just kind of reassure him. But I also might need this to rescue him. And so I don't mean to put this on you, but I'm just kind of letting you know where my head is right now. Also, in the event that we cause collateral damage to said boat or surroundings, how much trouble would we be in?
She looks at you. Now, this is fascinating, and I have no idea.
It would be really, really helpful, Miss Seraphina. By the way, your hair is so pretty. If you might be able to help smooth over any damages that may or may not result of us taking action, potentially not sanctioned by the city. And I'm gonna give her my best puppy dog eyes.
She looks around at you. I'm not going to sanction anything unsightly. I mean, sure, if you go and you were to do what do you call it, a rescue mission? If you were to do something like that, and you were to, I don't know, hurt somebody's boat in the harbor, I'm sure we could come up with some way to figure it out. But that doesn't mean you can just go to the harbor and just start setting boats on fire and wait for someone to just go, I'm in here. That wouldn't work.
Oh no, give us some credit. I mean, I know we might look a little unique in our appearances in collective I don't know what I'm trying to say. Give us a little bit more. We'll be a little more tactful than that. That's not a good idea, Tango. Stop it.
What? All right.
What I can do is, unfortunately, my abilities to kind of peek in heads is limited to, physical barriers. But if we can figure out where he might be held, overhear something, we might be able to figure to rescue him. I'm just worried that what if we accidentally unalive one of the assailants? But we're pretty good about keeping people alive. We haven't killed anyone yet. And I'm going to look at Tango meaningfully.
We killed the spiders and the scorpions.
Okay, let me rephrase that. We haven't killed any humanoid. Well, we haven't. Shit. We're not murderers, I promise. Is lunch still an option?
She got this kind of confused look.
I just need. I'm sorry. I'm peckish and I'm nervous because we're around a bunch of finery, and if you can't tell, I'm not a very finery person. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
That's quite all right, dear. You're doing your best. Keep going.
Okay, so I guess we need to hit up the Luminary Emporium, or do you think Evie's Enchanted Curios will be better? Or we can split the party and hit up each one since they're across the street from each other and see what each one has, and we might be able to find a means of tracking this person.
I thought about going to the Temple of Antiquity and asking one of the acolytes. Or I don't know if there's like a school for mages here. If there's professors or anything. Also, I was also considering going back to the Greyfair Inn, see if that McFife guy is still around.
Well, if you do that, I can go with you and I can try to peek into his head while you question him.
I think we should split all of us.
We should do what? I'm sorry.
We should split the group. Cover more ground.
Yeah.
Things never go wrong when the group splits up.
Never.
Never.
No, never split the party.
It's fine when you're in the city, right?
Yeah, nothing ever happened in the city. It's not like we didn't fight spiders living in the mines below. Along with a weird arachnid man.
Not just spiders. Spider-Man.
Well, man spider, because we don't want to get copyright infringement.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I did a lot.
Okay. Well, I think he didn't answer how long he has been gone, but I'm assuming from what Miss Seraphina said, he's been gone for almost a month, 2 weeks plus, I'm assuming.
At least a
Last time. Okay, yeah.
Because that's when we saw McFife and the Illuminarium guy just before we left for the desert. That's when they were speaking with each other.
Alrighty. Well, I'll leave it up to y'all where we should go. Oh, Parsnip, are you talking? I'm sorry, you're very quiet.
Oh, I'm not talking.
Oh, someone was talking. Okay.
Probably my cat.
Well, I mean, I also don't want to interrupt everybody's week-long plans that we had here in the city with my family business.
I mean, it sounds like this gentleman might be able to get his hands, and not to say it like this, and I apologize in advance for sounding crass, but it sounds like he might be, one, in trouble, but two, also a really useful contact to have in the city that might help us.
True.
Plus, he's family. You do things for family.
Yeah. And I'm going to continue this mission, and I totally understand if none of you want to get dragged into it, is all I'm saying.
Nah, I left notes for. I'm assuming we have our hirelings. Maybe.
You've got hirelings now. They're doing the work that
Yeah.
will be completed when you guys take your Bastion turn.
Yeah. So, I mean, I got someone on the research part, so I'm free to go and help you as needed. Besides, what am I going to do? Sit in my dark room, play with my mushrooms?
We've been together this long, and it sounds like an adventure to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't leave anyone behind.
Yeah. Plus, when we go out adventuring, like we find fun stuff. Like, look at this stick that I have. I can throw it, and it's a snake. How freaking cool is that?
I mean, it's kind of weird.
Hey, it's fun.
It's fun.
All right. What do you think, Parsnip? I haven't really heard much from you. I really want to know what you're thinking.
I think we should go find him.
Okay.
Parsnip's really good at leading the way and finding things.
Yeah. Your enthusiasm is contagious. Let's go find him. Where do you think we should go first?
Well, you were talking about the Temple of Antiquity.
It was an idea. Like I said, I'm not sure what they have here for magical powers that might have the spells required for, I don't know, locating or scrying. If that's
Well,
something
some of
we
us
can
could
even
probably.
afford.
Well, that's a good point. But we did also just get a nice payment from Seal.
I instantly deposited all of that into my storehouse to start making more money.
I do not have any more money either.
And Seraphina,
Yes, dear.
how would I might be able to go about taking a loan from the family coffers, if that's possible? Just for helping find Sebastian. Just if we need an extra bit of coin for purchasing a scry spell or something of the like.
I suppose I could help. I don't know how what that kind of thing costs, though. I know there's that elvish gentleman in the city. He would usually do that kind of thing. He's usually who sends me messages in my head. I assume it's the same thing that you were doing, little one. He would be the one I would think if anybody could do it. He would be the one. I know that he does charge 500 gold to do one of those communications, though.
Oh my god, I could be charging?
Oh, that's crazy. You should do it, Oh wait, Stitch Fix.
Yeah, if you're interested, let me know. I can help you with the paperwork to put up a little business.
Well, I mean, it's not really. I'm limited in my expenditure right now. I'd only be able to send 3 messages a day at this point, so I will be available. Let me keep practicing, and then I'll take you up on that.
As far as I know, he's the only one in the city, so perhaps he's got a bit of a monopoly.
That's still very useful information. And you remember who that guy is, right, Simon?
Yeah, it's the guy from the Luminary Emporium.
What? Oh, I thought it was like a letter courier business.
I mean, listen, people gotta hustle in this economy. It's not surprising that he has a side hustle.
It's the same guy? Really? The
Yeah,
rude one that thought I wanted a fake eye?
well, yes. The one that thought you wanted a fake eye. If you don't want to go to him, I can go in and ask. But I don't know what it takes for such a spell because divination magics is a bit outside of my wheelhouse.
Fair enough. I guess we can go ask. Seems like a good place to start.
Well,
Back to where we started.
how about it's about that time. I know where you're going, and we'll stop by a place to eat together. So after she says that, she just starts kind of leading the way, and she heads out. She has this kind of a full length skirt on that she kind of holds up with one hand as she walks a little bit, and she heads off to the right, which would be the southwest. She goes over the little bridge that's there. She turns around and just makes sure you're following her at some point, and just keeps kind of going on forward until she stops at a little place called Fireside Feasts. She walks right in, heads on, and says, "Yes, a table for me and my friends, please." And they set you up with this very nice, long, heavy wooden table. It's rounded on the bottom. It's like a big slice of a tree, essentially, on a couple of legs. There's several benches kind of gathered around it. There's fireplaces around the room. There's kind of like a soft, cozy glow throughout it. And she just kind of takes charge and starts ordering for you all. Yes. We'll have the cheesy baked potatoes, whatever your daily soup is for everyone. Make sure there's enough for plenty. She looks around and she goes, and bring them some of the vegetable fritters over there. Pointing down at Parsnip and Simon. And yeah, they start coming through and they bring out quite a bit of various foods to you. Order whatever it is you want, or order anything that you'd like.
No, you had me at veggie fritters.
So yeah, she will foot the bill for a pretty nice meal for you guys. Everything is served in very large portions. Decent service. It's again, it's there's a decent amount of conversation, but there's something like rowdy going on or anything like that.
Yeah, I'll just eat dinner, and this still sounds good.
Right, me too.
Oh God. I'm gonna get hopefully it's the creamy mushroom bisque.
Oh yeah. Always are going to have the creamy mushroom bisque as well as today's special, which would be a potato-based cream soup. But what?
Tasty.
You can look over the menu. They kind of say, well, we can. We've got roast beef. We've got roast beef. Well, we could find some fruit to put on it for you. They'll do their best. Unfortunately, they don't find a mango, but they do have a. They're able to find something similar to a kiwi, at least maybe. They put some slices of that next to this gravy-soaked roast beef and bring it out to you.
Gonna call that a win. He's gonna say, Baldoria, you one of these days remind me to tell you about this dish that I'd like to prepare. It really helps you out after you've done your workout for the day. It's amazing.
Simon looks on in horror.
Does it come from the sea?
No.
Oh. I'll ask you about it later then.
They're just gonna shrug and keep on eating.
You guys enjoy a hearty meal. Again, one of the betters that you've had. Everybody gets absolutely stuffed. Seraphina doesn't skimp if it seems like you eat everything off of your plate. She means like, oh, did you need more? Are you good? Save them for dessert. She herself just has a bowl of soup and the Azure like an apple crumble for herself. But she's happy to just sit there and let you guys kind of talk amongst yourselves, and she sort of takes it in. And after the meal is done, she goes, well, let me know if you should need anything. I'm going to get back to work now. Best of luck to you. Best of luck. Hopefully you guys can find him. Okay. All right. Good luck.
Sure thing.
During our meal, can I ask her one question?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just want to ask what she knows about dragons operating within the city. I'm going to keep it nice and vague at that.
Oh, well, it wouldn't surprise me at all. They visit from time to time, not all that often. Not like they do in the big city. They tend to just walk right down the street there. But it wouldn't surprise me at all to know that some do business. You could just randomly meet one. You could walk outside and one would just be there. They're there. It's not a common thing, but I guess eventually you get used to it.
Fair enough.
Isn't that kind of like cheating on your taxes, though? Because like dragons have hordes, and if they're not identifying themselves as dragons, seems like there's a missed opportunity there.
Oh, you think like a little bureaucrat, don't you? Well, I can't assume that every dragon has a horde, so we have to treat
That's
people
fair.
fairly.
No, that's accurate.
All right. Well, thanks again for the meal, and it was nice seeing you again. We'll come by and visit soon once we get more information. And
When we get our Bastion all cleaned up, you should come by for dinner.
Certainly. I would love to. And she pays the bill and takes her leave. Lets you guys kind of finish up on your own. Of course, at some point, you all have finished eating. And where do you wish to go?
Let's head. Well, unless there's somewhere else y'all want to go. The area is the only one that it seems like it's our best bet, right?
Yeah, I guess. But on our way there, I'd like to see if we can come across like anywhere where we can maybe get a side quest. Yeah, like on our way to where we're going.
Do you want to?
Oh, like to see if there's anything on the boards.
Right, yeah, anything like on the boards that is kind of where we're going. Just something that is not too out of the way.
Oh, like after we're done rescuing Sebastian?
Right. Yeah. Or if it's
Okay.
like, yeah. Or if it's anywhere close to like a body of water, that might be closer to where that guy is, where Sebastian is.
That's not a problem. So you guys are currently here. You can kind of take a detour to one of the gates. The gates have the boards that you're referring to, and then kind of swing back around and go to the Emporium. That's not a problem. You guys head towards the nearest gate, Sapphire Gate, and you go up to the board and kind of set your hand on it. You look at what's there, and you see 4 items that become clear. There's some items that are not quite visible to you up higher on the board, but you see a few new things. You see one down at the very bottom, which is it looks like it's like a crumpled piece of paper written in with somebody who's either illiterate or shaky hand, whatever the case may be, but something, a little bit of a note, and then 3 others that are so slightly higher on various types of fairly decent parchment.
Now that I think about it, we never got paid for the last job, right? Where we helped that werewolf guy with his. Oh no, helped the dad who owned the warehouse.
Right.
He paid you all a gold in advance, I thought.
Oh no, he did. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. We need to check in on him, see how his son's doing. But what's this? Are you interested in any specific one, like the nicer fancy papers or the shaky written one?
Oh, I don't know. I suppose we can do the shaky one. Maybe they're in a bit more distress. Maybe they need our help more than the others.
You can look at all of them, but you start with the one that's down at the bottom, and you take off the sheet of paper, and you see for the line for request, it says, "We need help clearing out the scary Rat King from the attic of the old house between our homes. It's super big and scary." Underneath under the contact, it says, "Joey and Mikey at the houses next door to the abandoned house." And for the payment, it says that they'll give you the buried treasure that they found.
Sounds like some
Interesting.
kids that need some help.
Yeah. DM, this abandoned house. Do we kind of get the feeling like they might be talking about the werewolf house?
No, there's like a little crudely drawn area where you get where it is, and it's in a different part of town. It's on the southern side of the river and not the northern.
Oh, I see. All right. Let's just see what other papers there are.
You pull out another one. It says that there's for the request that reads, "My alchemy apprentice has gone missing in the heart of Torrington, along with a volatile experimental formula. I need help finding this apprentice and retrieving the dangerous concoction before it falls into the wrong hands or causes disaster." And a couple of exclamation points at the end. It says the contact next to it is Master Elwyn Finch. Location is his private laboratory. And then in parentheses, it says, located by asking any of Torrington's alchemy shops.
Oh,
They're offering 650 gold and a potion of invisibility as the reward or payment.
ooh, that might be useful. Hey, is there another paper left, DM?
No, we got 2 more that you kind of look through. One of them in the request is this not very neat penmanship, but it's quite legible. Explains that there's in the request it says that some of the local fishing vessels are staying in harbor because pirates have been sighted in the deep waters. They ask that they need brave adventurers to clear the routes so their fishermen can safely bring in their catches, especially the valuable barrelhead tuna and the deep water sunfish. The contact is Alina Gans at the dockmaster's office, offering 1,000 gold, and they'll throw in some fish.
That last one might be good for us to do after
Yeah.
we rescue Sebastian.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. It sounds like it might be close to where he might be.
Also, he might be the pirates. Like, he might be on the pirate
Oh, you're
ship.
right. Pirates might be interconnected there. So I know up north, over the place where my family and I ruled, we had a lot of run-ins with pirates. So yeah, that could be it.
You pull down one last piece of paper, and it says, the handwriting actually looks familiar. It says, "My son claims that monsters are turning people into animals not far outside the city. Please help." And then, kind of in smaller writing, it says, "I can't pay much." The contact listed is Prell, location at Prell's warehouse, and his offer is 1 gold. And then next to it says, "But you keep anything you find."
Oh, hey! That's the guy!
Oh, hey! It looks like him and his son made it out at finally.
Well, I mean, we can also take this one, but let's... So, Ratking, volatile mixture, which sounds ominous. Pirates, or people being turned to animals.
Well, I definitely want to make sure that the father and the son are doing good. Maybe we can take that one and the pirate one.
I'm also
Definitely
curious
taking the
about
pirate one.
I mean, yeah, but also, what about the Rat King? The fact that we can see this means that we are qualified to handle it.
I think
And
everyone's
I'm not...
qualified.
Well, maybe, maybe not. Listen, you tall folk don't know the dangers of rats. Like,
Did they have some sort of hierarchy?
listen, they're like tiny animals to y'all, but they're like dogs to me. Shit's scary.
Yeah, well, I suppose it shouldn't hurt getting all three of them.
Then we're just gonna leave the volatile elixir. Sounds good. Someone else will take care of it. What's the worst that could happen? Small explosion goes off in the background.
Well, Phalar, you did seem somewhat interested in that one for the reward. Is it something you might want to take?
The invisibility potion you're talking about?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Looks like we're taking all of them, DM.
That's fine. You can take all the papers. Doesn't mean they don't get fixed by the time you get to them. But yeah, you take them all down. They're at least, you know that they're active if they're on these boards.
Alrighty, well, let's head over to the Illuminary Emporium. We might need to take care of these side quests to afford whatever it's going to cost.
Right.
Okay. You guys head back up north into the city, head back to the Luminary Emporium. You head on in, and you were just there a few hours earlier. Similar to before, the elven gentleman walks out from behind a curtain, kind of looks at you all. Yes.
Do you have a means of locating someone? Like a scrying spell or like a locate person spell?
I appreciate you assuming that I'm capable. Unfortunately, scrying is a little bit beyond what I am capable of doing. So no, I could not scry on something for you.
Do you know of? No offense, you just told us you couldn't do it, so I hope you don't take this the wrong way. But do you know of anyone in the city that may or may not be able to offer those services? Because it turns out we're trying to find Sebastian.
I see. Well, if he's in the city, I could help. I could use another spell. It's called Locate Creature. I have that in my spell book.
How much would it cost us to use it? I'm not sure he's in the city. I reached out using Sendon, and it sounds like he might be on a boat. So would it cover the harbor?
It has a range of 1,000 feet. I could concentrate on it and walk around a bit if that's what you wanted. I typically charge 100 gold per spell level, especially if I'm going to have to sit there and concentrate on it and shut down for an hour for you.
Okay, and how? Forgive me, but what? Like you, scrying and divinations aren't big for me. Do you know how much that would be if you were to put it in a scroll, so you don't have to leave your shop?
Yes, of course. I'm going to go to the shops here.
Ow. Sorry.
Let's see. This price for a level 4 spell scroll is 2,000 gold.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no way.
Okay.
Now you gotta keep in mind that a spell scroll is like the main way that a wizard learns a new spell. So that would be like them basically owning it forever after that.
Looks like we do have to do those side quests.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I can't.
Right?
I'm sorry, I can't really afford a 2,000 gold right now. But if you were to do it and you were to shut down for an hour, would it be 400 gold?
Yes, I would do that. And then I would walk around the city and just see if I can feel it anywhere.
Would you be okay if I accompanied you? Just because it's a spell that requires concentration, and while you can probably concentrate and walk and things like that, if someone's on the lookout or anything like that, we're just giving you some company. That's all.
I would assume you'd want to know what you're paying for. Yes, that would make sense.
It's not even like you have to walk around the whole city. We know it's narrowed down to the harbor. And we're doing this to find an old friend, or at least somebody you've done business with in the past.
You mean competition?
Yeah, but it didn't sound like you were really competition. You guys sounded like we're on friendly terms. You're curious what happened to Sebastian.
Curious is a bit of an aggressive term for how I feel, but fine.
Treat customers.
Thank you so much.
Look, go ahead and make a persuasion check, Tango.
Can I assist since I was talking to him?
Sure, you can give him advantage.
Okay.
Look, fine. I guess he's just a member of the city and all. Well, it's not going to cost me anything. I'll do it for 200 gold for my time.
That sounds
fair?
wonderful. That would be 20 platinum?
Yes.
Okay. I'll fork over the 20 platinum.
No, you won't. This is my cousin.
You don't have any money. You
I have
all your money went into this. Oh, okay. Well,
No, the money I got paid went in. I still have plenty left over.
oh, okay. Well, in that case, can I at least I'll fork over at least 5 platinum. That way, it's not all on you, buddy.
Okay. I got the other 15. I appreciate it, Simon.
Yeah, anytime.
Yes, this is all sweet. Let's go. It's a slow day.
This guy.
He'll walk with you all. And when you explain that you think that it's on a boat, he's like, "Oh, all right." He goes to the edge of the harbor, so all the way down to the edge of it, and you see him take out a spell book, flip back, hold it out in front of him. The words on it light up for just a second. They lift up and float into the air as he kind of waves his hand around it, and they just almost seem like they shatter off into the sky. His eyes glow ever so for just a moment. Even in the light, you can kind of see this. And he just raises his hand slightly and holds it out, waves it back and forth. Let's see. I'll just make sure we get in here. Yeah, so he'll be able to get all the way from Shackle Isle down all the way up to the isle that's sits there above the north. He's going to walk along the coastline, feeling all about. He'll cross the bridge carefully. It's a little rickety, and then head along the other side of the bay, along it. And he'll go slowly, and you'll be able to watch him. Again, every so often say, "Nothing yet, nothing." He gets all the way up to the edge, and he still has it active. His eyes are still kind of glowing, and he looks down towards you all. I don't feel him anywhere in this harbor, on any of those boats that are out there on the island. I'm not picking him up. Are you sure he's on a boat in this harbor?
He said he was in a boat and could smell the sea. It was really more of a Hail Mary, hopefully he would be here. Sorry for wasting your time, but thank you.
Well, at the very least, this shows that he's not here in hiding somewhere, I assume.
Well, thank you. And I just look at Tango, I'm like, I don't know what else to do right now. The only lead we have is he's on a boat. I could try reaching out one more time to see if he can get, like, listen in or if he's heard anything.
Well, let's wait until like the end of the day. Make sure you still have that resource available.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Eldrin.
Takes in a deep breath. Yes. He starts wandering back, and you notice he doesn't seem to beeline it back towards his shop. You recognize that he still has the spell active. He's probably got some time left. He seems to start just on his own, walking down some streets. Just seem kind of head off in a direction. So you can infer pretty easily that he seems like he's keeping it up and he's expanding his search. However, the hour does pass, and he never sends out to you or anything like that, telling you that he found anything. But he does make a concerted effort for it.
Oh, he's nicer than he looks. Well, where else would y'all like to go? We've got 4 new side jobs and stuff to do in the city.
I think we should probably do a check up on the father and his son, see how they're doing. I do feel quite bad for them.
Well, I mean, He went to the Temple of Antiquity to help treat his son, right? So I'm sure they didn't turn him away.
Well,
You
that
guys-
would be my choice out of all of them.
I was wondering if maybe the Rat King is going to be nice and quick and easy, because I can really go for stabbing something.
Stab more animals, I think. If we, I don't know. Again, I'm just worried about that duo, father and the
I'm
son.
sure that I'm sure they're fine. I mean, the quest is still active. It wouldn't have been on the board if it wasn't. And we can always hit them up afterwards.
So where do you want to go then?
Well, Parsnip, Phalar, do y'all have any recommendations?
I don't have a preference. I mean, we need the things.
Let's go kill the Rat King.
Let's go track down the Rat King, and then we can check up on the father and son.
All right.
Sounds good.
Hell yeah, Parsnip.
In worst case
All right.
scenario, I might be able to use the rest of my resources and use Fireball.
Ooh.
All right. Well, the oh crap, didn't upload the token. All right. The kind of map it indicates a spot over in this general direction, about over here. If there is no objection, we'll assume that you guys head off in that particular direction. Takes you a little bit of time to walk to that area, but you see a spot that's kind of indicated with, like I said, like this little childlike drawing, and you see these two young human children outside playing. There's three houses that are kind of lined up together. The two on the other side, they're a little worse for wear, but they're certainly livable. They're just not in great shape. But the house that's in between, in the middle, it is looks like it's crumbling, essentially falling apart. And the two kids, they're each holding a stick, and they're just like, ah, ha, you got me, no, and they're holding their hand to their chest as they appear to be flinging magic at each other with these sticks and responding to it in kind. And as you guys approach, the two of them just sort of stop. These kids are like, about 8-7 years old, just very simple commoners clothing, and they just stop and look at you all with their mouths open as you slowly approach them.
Hello, we are here for the King of the Rats.
They look at each other. You saw our letter.
We did, and we came as fast as we could.
Oh, this is great. This is so great. He's in there, and they point over to over their shoulders into that decrepit house. We like to go in there. We can lay down and take naps. Not naps. Okay, we can rest up for battle in there, and we like to go to the top and look out. But the Rat King's up there, and he is definitely big and mean and tough, and yeah, it would be really, really hard. We can't. He's too much for us. So you guys are gonna take care of him for us.
Adner will get on a knee and he will say, I promise you that we will kill this Ratking.
Okay, great. Okay, so all right. We don't have to go in the okay, let's come on. We'll show you where to go. Come on, follow us. And they begin leading you in. Place y'all's tokens. They're coming up with a new feature that makes dropping characters much easier, by the way. I read about that today. All right. You guys see this abandoned house here in front of you. And the two kids, they go running up. Come on, over here. As they begin to kind of go up these stairs that are on the side, you see another set of stairs that lead up onto your right-hand side. But there seems to be a debris blocking your ability to go in. Like we can go up here. We don't need to be down here. The Ratking's up above. And one of them comes up to this door. Here, if you need to rest up for the battle, there's a room in here that you can go in and rest. It's down here. It's down. Oh, you're going. Oh, okay. They come back and like, are we going up?
I'm going up.
DM, I want to take a quick peek in here just to see if there's anything of interest.
Sure, yeah, you can go.
Oh, looks like Simon is too.
You go in, and this is a house that's just obviously in disarray, but you do open up a room, and you see 3 little beds that are still seem to be surviving. And Simon, as you go in, you hear this little in the corner of this room, and a little rat skitters across the room.
I've been muted, y'all. Oh, there's a rat in here, y'all. Can I try to use Mage Hand to pick it up?
Yeah, sure. You cast Mage Hand, and it takes you a couple tries because the rat's kind of moving a little bit, but eventually you grab the rat by the kind of the back of its neck, and it's dangling there. Little 4 feet wiggling about, its tail flapping back and forth. But yeah, you holding a rat with your Mage Hand.
All right, I'm gonna walk out with the rat floating behind me. You don't think this is the... Hey guys, is this the Rat King? And I'll just levitate the rat out with my Mage Hand.
Oh, he's floating. No, that's not him. He's tiny. That's just a normal rat.
Listen, when you're my size, which I guess y'all are my size, like sometimes things look bigger than they are, and I'll set the rat down and with a Mage Hand in the room with them and just keep walking around.
All right, you set the rat down. You guys look around. You don't see really anything else but just broken up, torn up house otherwise. You guys go up to this little set of stairs there, and you begin making your way up to the living area. When you get up in here again, you can kind of hear that little from somewhere on this floor.
I'm gonna carefully open this door and take a look in.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oh, okay. Where is perception? There it is. Is it rolling? No, I don't think it is. Wait 1 second, y'all.
Phalar, Tango, you look around. You don't see any, hear anything coming from the rooms that you're currently in. But Simon, sure enough, you're in this room, and suddenly skittering across your feet, 2 little rats go running by.
Oh. Where did they come from?
They kind of came from underneath the chair behind you and skittered over into the other corner.
Okay. Does anyone here speak rat?
Why would you want to talk to a rat?
Oh, maybe they know where this king is.
Huh. Oh.
You're having a lot of fun moving them around.
They skitter about as you guys move around the room.
Hey, kids, where is the king?
Oh, he's always in the attic. Of course, the king goes on high, right?
Oh,
Wait, this isn't. Where's the attic?
They point. There's some stairs down below that lead upwards. Tango, you take your spear, just kind of hold it out, and you pull it back up and look at the tip of it, and you've got 2 rats that have been skewered on your spear.
2 down. 1 big one to go.
They're like, oh, okay, all right, come on, follow us. They circle up around up to the next area. They're like, this used to be a pretty nice area. This is for people who live. And they're like, oh, there's there's one. A little rat kind of appears in the that area that you're in. Simon and Phalar, you kind of look out this door and you see this 20-foot drop. Phalar falls out, landing on the debris down below. Roll onto the street.
That's what that is. Okay.
Oh, hey kids, let's try not to get too far ahead. We don't want anything happening to y'all.
Okay. They're like, this way, come on, and they start running up the stairs to the attic.
Where's the stairs to the attic?
It's in
down here.
That lower
Okay.
right corner. Bit of a tight fit. But you all circle around. Get to the attic. Unfortunately, I put you all in the wrong layer.
Yeah, it's so dark.
We're blind!
Okay, here we go. Ratking. He's usually he's in the corner usually. And they go through the door. And they point to the west. Simon, you walk in, and you hear a little bit of squeak, squeak coming from behind you in the corner of the room, and you turn and see a rat. And then you hear another little squeak, squeak coming from the west, kind of where they were pointing. And as you turn to look at that rat that you hear squeaking, you also hear this as kind of
like that.
coming out from some debris.
Oh, Jesus!
Is a rat about the size of a Rottweiler.
I told you all these things were big.
As a table kind of falls off of it, as it comes around the corner and looks at you like your lunch.
Do I roll initiative or can I get off a pot shot?
Well, if you attack it, you'll be rolling initiative, but it's just it's sizing you up at the moment. Just
It's so muscular.
they look at that's him. That's the Rat King.
Hey, kids.
What if these rats eat?
Y'all need to go downstairs. This is going to get pretty violent, and I don't want to have to worry about you two getting bit by whatever that thing is.
All right.
Yes, go downstairs. We'll call you when it's done.
That Rat King doesn't stand a chance. They start running down.
Well, Tango, you think this will be good for you to beat up?
It'll be quick.
We're hoping.
It looks towards you. It's got these long kind of things, and you notice some thick saliva kind of dripping down from the sides of its mouth, and it takes its claws and kind of sinks them into the wood and digs them in ever so slightly. It looks like it's about ready to lunge at you, Tango. You're right up in its face. What do you wish to do?
Well, I mean, I'm just stabbing down at it with a spear.
All right, go ahead and roll initiative. Hold on, I need the right music for this. Where's that darn turn order? There's the turn order. Oh, wow. The Rat King got an 18, but you guys get to go in front of it. So Tango, the Rat King, digs its nails down into the ground, and it starts to lunge towards you. Oh, hold on. Let me give the rats their initiative, too, because they attack with it.
The little rats.
The little rats. They're the deciding factor. They give him bonuses. All right, Tango. This pit bull-sized rat charges towards you. What do you wish to do?
A mighty stab. This thing's ugly.
All right, go ahead and roll that attack.
I don't think I should have advantage. Why is that one?
You're not gonna have advantage. You thrust your spear forward, and the rat, with this giant forearm, just literally just pops his arm up and deflects your spear.
Rude. Second attack.
I don't think you have disadvantage, though.
No. I clicked the wrong thing. Turning off advantage.
That's okay. But either way, the 13 misses. You thrust it forward. The Rat King, he lifts up one of his hands, grabs your spear right before it pierces into his shoulder, and kind of just shoves it off to the side. Growls at you.
Extra rude, and now I feel embarrassed, and I'm going to have to action surge.
Okay.
And attack again. Oh god.
Oh no.
14 is his AC. you trip and stumble ever so slightly, but you go in and he starts to deflect it. He lifts his elbow up, but it doesn't quite deflect in time, and you do sink the spear in slightly to this Rat King.
Right.
Go ahead and roll your damage for it. You stab it, and it kind of goes back, and it grabs onto your spear as it's stabbed into it for a little bit. And you pull it out, and it puts his hand back down. Do you have another attack?
Does X or second, or What's that called?
I think action surge lets you take another full attack action. Could be wrong, but I think it does.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. That makes sense though. So yeah, another one. There we go.
Okay, now here you go. Now you thrust the spear forward. It goes right into the neck of the creature. Go ahead and roll your damage. Oh, and you feel a bit of a stick as your spear seems to thrust through the Rat King and get stuck into the wall behind it for just a second. You start to pull it out, and the Rat King lifts up on it. It's heavy. This sucker weighs like 30 pounds on your spear. And it just on your spear for just a moment before its limbs go limp on it.
Yeah, nice and quick.
The other rats, they go to each other and they scurry into little holes in the walls and vanish.
Well, that's that.
Huh.
That was
Too bad.
even easier than I thought.
Tango, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't sure your heart was in it at the beginning there.
Yeah.
It's been a few days since we fought anything. I practiced my movements, but that thing was hideous.
That's a good point. That was a big fucking rat.
Yeah, biggest rat I've ever seen.
Yeah, not a fan. The question now is, what do we do with the body? Because these kids are going to keep coming back in here, and like, I don't want them poking this thing with a stick and then getting some disease.
I mean, I feel like the rats will take care of it for us.
Maybe, but what if consuming the rat makes another one?
Just don't eat it.
A few seconds later, one of the kids walks in, holding one of the rats. Ah, you did it! They got the Rat King! Joey, get in here! The other one comes in. Oh, ew! Look at it! It's so bloody.
So I need y'all to promise me something. Don't touch it.
But one of them's like literally holding a rat in their hand. And they're like, they drop the rat. And the rat scurries off. But why?
It might be diseased.
I feel like this is actually going to work, but I'm going to try it. As we're walking away, I'm going to cast Moonstring's Ruin on the Rat King's body.
Which remind me, I'm worried that's the shatter spell.
It is the shatter spell. What I'm hoping is just to shatter the body.
Okay. Yeah. As you guys start to leave and feel like you can stay back, you'll be able to do that in just a moment. They're like, "Oh, that's so great! Hey, here you go." Whoever is in the front of the group, one of them reaches into their pocket, and you see them pull out this. It looks like a piece of junk. It's like a mud covered, encrusted. It's vaguely in the shape of a ring, and they hold it out and just offer it to whoever is in front.
I guess that would be Darren.
Huh.
Here you go. Thank you so much.
I will forever treasure this.
Okay. Hey, let's go try to rat downstairs. And they start running back down the stairs.
If you want, I can clean that off for you, and I'll just use prestidigitation to clean the ring.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You cast Precipitation to clean off the ring, and the mud falls off. It actually takes you a couple spells. The mud's really baked onto it seems. The ring is eventually reveals itself, and there is in fact a gold ring underneath it, and inside of it is a small little circular gemstone, green, in this ring.
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and just put it in the party loot in that case. So in the whoever has the bag of holding.
Silas was holding it, so I suggest somebody else maybe take ownership of that until if and when he returns.
What I can do is I've got one of the charms from the arcane workshop, so I'll just cast Identify on this thing real quick just to see if it's anything fancy.
Yeah, you do. Let's see here. I wonder if I can actually show it to you. There it is. Can I show this to a player? I'm still trying to figure it out. I think I've seen it where like DMs like show an item, and it's not one that I've made, but like one from the compendium. I'm trying to see if it's letting me do this. It's not. Okay, you can look it up. You cast Identify on it. It's a ring of acid resistance.
Oh shit!
Oh wow, cool. I think one of us that maybe is not physically the strongest should probably have it.
Or maybe one of y'all in the front should have it because y'all are the ones that get hit all the time. But it's really pretty.
That it is.
And
Oh,
Tango, it's green. Just
wait,
saying.
what about Phalar? He's she is not necessarily the strongest one, and she tends to be in the front line. I think she could use it.
Phalar's pretty strong, just not in the way that you and Tango are.
Or I don't mean strong, I mean resilient.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Whoever wants it, please use it.
Yeah, I can take it.
And Phalar, I didn't mean any disrespect. I'm just saying you're more of a dancer, than a fighter.
Dancing is fighting.
I'm removing your verse from the song. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh no.
No!
No.
I'm not worried. Actually I'll use my hat of disguise real quick to look really big and strong. And yep, that's what I look like now.
As you guys, Phalar puts the ring on as you guys start heading downstairs, and Phalar kind of turns around, and you all basically hear a upstairs as Viscera and Gore go all over the room.
Well, I guess if we ever need to paint something red, we know who to go to.
That thing was really creepy.
I mean, yeah. It was bigger than me. I'm good.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that. It is like a giant to half our party.
Hit for a rat too. It survived very long against a 5th level fighter. That was impressive.
That was embarrassing.
It was just super smelly, and maybe that's why. Like the stench just kind of distracted you, and that's why your swings went a little awry.
Maybe.
We still have the other. We still have the other side quests
Yeah, we got time, right? We can go visit Prell.
Yeah. And then we still might have time to do the other one too, but the pirates seem like there might be a bigger ordeal. Although we don't know what volatile substance this little alchemist kid has.
All right.
So, sounds like you guys would want to go and talk to Prell.
Mhm.
You make your way up. You head back to the northern half of the city. You know where his warehouse is. It doesn't take you very long, and eventually you come upon it again. It's the middle of the day, so he is doing work in his little office area, basically where you ran into the werewolf at the time. But you guys walk in. The warehouse is in okay shape. It's been cleaned up since you were last there. He hears people come in and opens up the door and he sees you all. Oh, oh, oh! It's so good to see you all. Please, please come in. He comes in and he asks you to sit at the table. Only got 4 chairs, so 3 people are going to be able to sit down along with him, and then a couple people are going to be standing. It's like,
How's your son?
oh yeah, he's doing really well. Thank you so much. We took him to the temple in the morning. They were able to remove the curse from him. It was very nice. They were very sweet there. A young lady was able to take care of us. He's doing much better. He's resting. He hasn't really eaten well for quite some time, so he's building his strength back up. But they're confident that he's not going to turn into a wolf anymore.
Well, that's a
Oh,
positive.
that's great news.
So what brings you back here?
Well, you wrote this, and Darren will show him the letter.
Oh, yes, you're responding to that one too. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. So my my son. Look, I don't know for sure, but he has nightmares every night, and he swears that something's turning people into animals, like they did to him. He insists on it, and so I was just hoping someone could go out and maybe look in the area that he was talking about, maybe prove that he's wrong, let him sleep better at night. I don't think it's going to be much more than that.
What area is it? Where in the city?
Oh, it's a little outside the city. It's probably he thinks it's probably 5 to 7 or so miles outside of it. For the best of his memory, he thinks that when he was a wolf, he came from there. Basically, if you follow the road, there's some woods that run by a small stream, a little river. That he came from there. That's what he remembers. That's the direction he came from.
Does he remember if anything specifically is turning people into monsters?
When he talks to me, he doesn't seem to like to talk to me much about it. But when he does, he just says that there were other animals around him, and something just took away his free will, made him think he was an animal instead of a person. He was living that way for months. I don't know how he got that disease, but He might have just been living in that area. Maybe he was eating bunnies for all I know. But I just want to do right by him.
I'm glad you two are doing well. At least better than last time.
Yeah, I got him back. That's the important thing, right?
Right. Oh, thank you for letting us know.
Yeah. Hey, if you, like I said, I can't offer much. I don't think you'll really find anything, but it's wouldn't be more than just partial day's travel. I assume I'd pay you for that little bit of time. I could pay each a gold. Head on up. Just look around. Just there's a little pool of water. See it by the street, probably. Look around. Let them know there's nothing there. And you'd feel better.
Okay, understood.
Well, like I said, thank you all. If you go, just let me know. I trust you. You guys got my son back for me. I'll pay in. I'll pay in advance. I'll take you at your word that you're. If you look around and so forth, I just ask that you let me know.
You could pay my companions if you would like, but I think I'm fine. You don't need to pay me.
Oh! Are you going? Are you going now?
I think so. Should we go at a specific time?
I don't. No, it's not like before. Uh, I would assume you can go now. That would be fine if if you don't have anything else you're doing.
I don't know.
Or I mean, you might be in the evening or later. Maybe go in the morning. Yeah, go in the morning. Or just whenever you're ready.
All right then.
Here. Take this. He takes a gold piece and he just thrusts it into your hand and like holds it very tightly, as tight as he can. Like, no, you gotta take this. And he holds out his hand with several coins. Says, please take this. I gotta pay you for your services.
Then we'll hand the bag of coins to I don't know, Phalar, I guess. Yeah. Say, well, my friends, whenever you're ready. Yeah. I don't know. I have much else to do, but up to you.
How much is in the bag?
It's literally a gold for each of you is what he's been able to pay you.
Fantastic. It has been added to party loot.
Well, thank you all
Finishing
very
updating the
much.
notes.
So you guys let me know. If you're interested and you want to head off and do this, you can. You have the directions. There's no like expectations or time limit on it. If you guys want, you can rest up and take a few more days to finish up your first week of Bastion turn, and then go at the end of that if you want.
Probably have a few things we can do here, right? So
I know that there was some shopping you guys were interested in doing. You guys get to do what you want, but what I think makes sense, we've already kind of planned out our Bastion week. I would suggest you guys just purchase whatever you'd want to purchase. Spend the next couple of days doing that. Essentially, at the end of the week, your Bastion turn will happen, and you set off at that time, so you're all fully rested and get some information and so forth, get the benefits of your bastion and so forth. But like I said, it's y'all's decision. You guys let me know what you want to do.
Good for whatever.
What's next on the to-do list?
Those pirates. Maybe they'll have something to do with Sebastian. Other than that, I guess we could always check out the Alchemist.
So again, just
either way.
for my benefit, do you guys want to try to accomplish all that like immediately, or do you want to kind of fast track it a few days forward, finish up that Bastion turn, and then kind of initiate these?
I think we can do like Bastion turn first, right?
Yeah, I think like kind of all the shopping and whatnot, and then head out onto the next piece.
Okay. Makes sense to me, just because we were kind of planning it that way. So we'll kind of fast track that a little bit. Any shopping that you guys have, whether it's buying incense, other items, everything is available that you can find in the player's handbook. Just keep in mind there is a small tax of 10%. They charge a little more because, hey, they got lots of adventurers here. So that 10 gold worth of except for spell components, because it's supposed to be like that amount. So if they charged you 11 gold for 10 gold's worth, then it wouldn't work as a spell component. They're supposed to be in 10 gold amounts. So that's different. But anything else, 10% tax on it.
Cool.
If there's
about 20 gold worth.
if you have some communications you want to do during that time, you can. Just let me know. If there's anything in particular during that time frame that you want to do. Otherwise, we can check off that first Bastion turn, see how that works for us.
Well, I mean, Simon can go ahead and probably use the he can probably send off a few more sendings just to see if there's anything that Sebastian can provide us.
So we'll help with that. Next day, you send him a message.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you come up with the 25 things because his response is going to be the same no matter what you send him.
Okay.
He's going to send you something along these lines. Not again. No, they know I'm talking to somebody. No, I'm sorry. Stop. Don't contact me. And that's basically the response that you get.
That's I tell Tango that I can't reach out to him anymore.
That's rough. But we'll find him.
I'm really sorry.
Don't be sorry. Not yet. It's not over.
Can I have an elephant?
You can. You have to maintain it.
I don't even know what that would entail.
A lot of food.
A lot of food. And well, have you ever been to a circus and seen an elephant like go potty during the performances? It's impressive. It's not quite Jurassic Park piles, but it's wow. It's a full-time job.
I'll save an elephant for another day.
Don't give up on it.
All right. Fair. Let's see. Is he? All right. We'll do last. We'll say that you stopped by the Great Ferret Inn a couple of times last day. When your Bastion turn is finishing, you'll run into him. Let me go ahead and give the info that I have for Phalar and Simon. You guys, your hirelings were doing research for you, and I believe you got a 16 and a 20 for these. First guy that does comes up with some information with the 16. They learned the following information that you're able to get out of when they researched Hag's Tooth. Some of the stuff you probably noticed from looking at a map, but Hag's Tooth is a town nestled into a swamp along the coastline. This has kind of an odd note that it says that it seems like more people say they're from the town than you would expect. There are indeed several hags that live in the town, but other creatures and people live there too. The town doesn't trade much, even though they're fairly close to water. They don't have a port specifically, but there's a little dock that ships will dinghy passengers to. So you got that, but then with the little additional research and with the 20, you learned some other stuff. Basically, they got this information from adventurers that had been to the town and have kind of passed on some information. There are many different types of hags in Hag's Tooth, which is unusual because typically a coven is made up of a single type of hag. There's reports that many people have gone to, kind of make unsavory deals with them, but have left disappointed. The hags do deals with people, but they're more like just regular old-fashioned business deals. And lastly, some adventurers have gone there to quote-unquote slay the evil, but they report that the hags are, and when the guy's telling you this is some kind of strange, but it's just that they're friendly and kind of harmless.
Okay. I relay all that info to the group.
So I'm thinking either there's mass charm or there are some really nice hags there.
Could be both. I don't know.
Good point. Yeah.
I don't know too much about the many different types of hags.
All of the stories I've heard when I was little was that they would eat kids.
Can I do like a
If 15
Arcana check?
history
Oh,
worth
sorry.
knowledge.
You're just trying to do like a history on what? On hags or on Hag's Tooth?
Did the different types of hags.
There's several different kinds. The most common one is typically a green hag. They're some that stick to the night, some that are big and bulky. There are hags that live underwater. And then there are some rarer ones as well.
Did we find out what kind of hag Madam, or if she was a hag, Madam, shit, what's her name?
They check into Madame Maven,
Yeah.
and they do not have any definitive information on her. But it's considering that she is the leader of the town. They would be able to get that, and they put their heads together like, yeah, I mean, most likely if there's a bunch of hags that live there, it just makes sense.
Okay.
All right. Does anybody else have anything that they need to have as their turn for their Bastion that I haven't addressed? I think people are doing money stuff. Oh, yes. Barracks, recruiting. You've got a hireling. His name's Bob. And Bob, yes, Darren, we'll recruit. Goes out. All right. So he goes back to Mr. Darren. So I've got these guys over here. I was able to recruit them. They're gonna be happy to help defend this stuff. This one's Robert, and this one's Bobby, and this one goes by Rob. So they're here, but they've also got this lady here, and she wanted to talk to the group. She said she was interested in working here, but I didn't understand what she was saying. So I thought she should talk to you, and she asked if she could talk to everybody who was like the house owner. Is that okay?
Of course, thank you for letting me know, Bob. And I think you've done such a great job. I really do think you should change. You should add to your title, Boberton.
Boberton. Boberton. He stands up very straight, puts his hand against his chest. Boberton. I can do Boberton.
All right, Boberton. You've made me really proud today.
Ha! He smiles. He goes off, and one of the days that you all are there, maybe having breakfast or whatever, or lunch, and he brings in this woman to you all, and hold on, let me make sure I get all my proper notes. There you go. There you go. And you see this human woman, probably mid-20s, dark hair, a little longer than shoulder length, kind of tied in a braid over on one side. She's got on this, this commoner's clothes, but somewhat loose towards the bottom of skirt, grays, a little bit form-fitting, and she comes in and puts her hands kind of in front of her, in front of her waist, and gives a little bit of a head bow to the group. She goes, "Oh, hello. Hello, everyone. Thank you for seeing me. My name is Kalen, and I would offer my services to you as your major domo of your this fine estate. My father, he was the previous major domo to the Thompsons, who owned the estate in the past, and so unfortunately he passed away, and I saw that they were doing the construction and they were building this place back up, and I was being trained as a young girl to be a major domo like my father. If you would like, I would be happy to take on the responsibilities. I'll make this the most fantastic estate around."
I mean, that sounds good to me.
I think that's a great idea.
Well, I'm so happy that you are amenable to it. Thank you. I will be happy to start right away. We will make sure that the yards are clean. Everything is in tip-top shape. This absolutely fantastic. I will find a place for myself that will settle in, and I will keep everything ship-shape for you all. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm very well traveled. I've been everywhere, as my father prepared me for this great honor. Thank you. So
Maybe I can show you around. I know you've met Boberton before, but you can meet the other.
Oh, actually, perhaps I can show you around because I have been here before. Yes, I was here as a little girl. I don't know if you're looking at this place. Okay, you see over here? Let me show you this. She opens up a little area that's looks like it was a blank wall. She pushes up against it. It kind of pops open. This right here. Oh, it is unfortunate. It'll have to be repaired, but this is a dumbwaiter. See, put your head in there and look up, and you can see that there is, in fact, a little lift that goes up to the floor above. Ah, it's a way to transfer food. Ah, isn't that so sweet? And if we go over here, yes, right here, this is a fantastic place. You wouldn't know it, but between this position in this corner here, if you put a plant, the light will definitely hit it just the right ways during the day, and it will grow beautiful right here in this very spot. So she kind of goes around and points out a few things that she thinks might be interesting to you. She goes towards the stairs to head upstairs, which are very incomplete, and she stops, goes, "Oh, I see that it's not really up there. That's okay. I'm sure it'll be beautiful sometime in the future." But she just kind of goes on and on. And yeah, so you guys will have a major domo that can assist with things. You'll be able to communicate through her, and she'll kind of keep the place ship-shape for you all.
Awesome. Sounds good.
All right. One more thing. I believe Tango said he wanted to talk to Mr. McFife. Last day of your Bastion's turn. Fared in, you've made a couple of trips, but you do in fact see a gentleman with red hair and a bit of a beard sitting at one of the tables.
What was his name again?
Fife.
Oh, that's
And
right.
I will remind everybody that I take inspiration from everything.
Can you remind me why McFife sounds familiar?
You came up and introduced himself, and he told you his name was Angus, and then you asked for his last name, and he says it was McFife.
Does he happen to have a hammer by any chance?
He has them all.
Oh,
He has them all.
no.
Sitting there eating his meal with a companion, just kind of having slight conversations with each other. When you walk in and Tango, you kind of look and start walking in his direction. He catches you out of the corner of his eye, and you see him kind of squint and frown at you, and he reaches across the table and taps the guy sitting across the way from him on the shoulder, and he points in your direction. I told you he was following us. There he is.
I just come sit right beside him.
As you're walking, he kind of turns and puts one leg on either side of the bench and just faces you and crosses his arms. So you're still following me, eh?
I'm not following you.
Oh, I don't think so. Oh, no, this is the fourth time that we've run into each other.
Right. The first time was coincidence. It was my first time here in the city. I saw a guy with red hair. I thought, hey, maybe that's family. But you're definitely not family. Next thing you know, I'm preparing to go out into the Whispering Desert, climb the frickin' spire, and go ask questions of the Answer Dragon. And you're talking with that goofy elf from the Illuminati.
Illuminarium. No, never mind.
Illuminarium. Thanks, Simon. Now, I noticed you gave me a weird look at that point, and I thought nothing of it.
Because you were following me.
No.
You think very highly of yourself. And I'm going to subtle cast Detect Thoughts and just kind of peek in his head to read his surface thoughts while Tango is talking to him.
That's fine. I'll tell you if you get anything that's different from what he says. Put it that way.
That's fine. Yeah.
I find out...
Because as Tango's talking, he goes, "Look, I can tell you're obviously working for the sorcerer. Why don't you tell me where he is?"
Sorry, who's working for the sorcerer?
Obviously you are.
I hate that guy. He thought I wanted to replace my eye with some fake one.
Wait, hold on.
So you left the sorcerer's services, but where did you see him last?
Hold on. When you say sorcerer, are you talking about the elf from the Illuminary Emporium?
Of course not. What's wrong with you?
Okay, we don't know what sorcerer you're talking about. We've been working for a man named Silas.
No, Syl.
Oh, Sil. Damn it, Silas is our friend.
I heard you were doing business with my cousin, and my cousin's gone missing. That's why I'm here today. I have not been following you. I don't know who you are. I don't really care. What do you know, Sebastian?
Oh, Sebastian. Now that's a thing. Why don't you tell me where he is so I can go and give him a swift kick in the arse?
That's what I'm trying to
We
find out.
He literally just said we're looking for him. If we're looking for him, we wouldn't. If we knew where he was, we wouldn't be looking for him.
All I know at this point is that he is somewhere dangerous. He's being captured, tortured, held against his will.
He kind of looks you over, looks at his friend. His friend kind of looks back at him, looks at Tango, looks at the group, shrugs. It's like, all right, fine. He gets real close and looks closely. So you don't know anything about that evil mage Zargothrax?
I'm gonna need you to scale that shit.
Darren already did.
Yeah. Sorry, it starts with a Z, not an X.
Yeah, that's fine. He got the reference.
It's still over my head. No, I know no mages. I know he was doing business with possibly some people from the Red Death, which I think
He was working with me. He was working with my family. I'm from Thazarigni. And after that cursed mage did what he did, we were desperate. We needed supplies. We were counting on that Sebastian to send them to us. But they stopped coming. I'm here to find out why. Also, the wizard, sorcerer, mage, whatever he is, I heard he might be somewhere around these parts. But Sebastian was supposed to be a lifeline for us. The potions that he used were just valuable. We don't really have much of a way to grow our own pieces to make the healing potions. So he was our primary shipper.
Okay, so you were the
Then he's
purchaser.
gone. My country. Yeah.
Any idea who he was purchasing from? He was the middleman.
But no, he'd been supplying us for years. When I talked to him about it a little bit, he said that he would just get them from whoever, local alchemists and so forth, and he had plenty of suppliers. But that was fine. We paid his price, got him shipped. Worked. It was working.
Okay. So besides this, Zargothrax, do you know if he was doing business with anyone else?
I don't think he was doing business with Zargothrax. No, I'd imagine he'd sell to others, but I also know that he kept him pretty busy. Strange timing. When the city was attacked, and the mage revealed himself, and he did what he did, destroyed my city. It was at that time the shipments had stopped. They'd stopped coming. every week we'd have something from them, and they were just gone. The week prior to the attack, the shipment wasn't there. He messaged me, got word, saying he didn't think we'd be able to send them anymore, that the ships weren't making it. And I pleaded with him, help us. He said he would. But still, they never came. He gave me his word. Oh, if you see him, ask him why.
Told you,
I'll
he's
find
been
him.
kidnapped.
I'll see him, and I can tell you why. Actually, I can't. But I do know this. If Baldoria gave his word, he would do everything he can to uphold it.
He always seemed like a good, upstanding guy. I'll give him that. I was trying to find out what's going on. I'm a little bit pissed, but if you're looking for him too, and perhaps maybe he's not just in hiding, maybe just didn't want to come out and tell me that he just ran out of supplies. So that's the deal.
Right. Here's what I know. Last we were able to make contact with him, he was possibly on a boat. He said he could smell the sea. There was other people that could hear him talking via magical means, and they tortured him for it. Sound like anybody you know? Anybody I should look into?
Well, yeah. So when we got here on our ship, we were attacked. This was shortly after everything happened by a group of pirates.
I knew it.
We got a little bit of information out of one of them before he accidentally fell into the ocean. That's a group. They call themselves the Night Tide. I honestly thought you'd little, what is he? Your brother? Your
Cousin?
uncle? Oh, it doesn't matter. Cousin. Thought maybe he was working with the Night Tide. But that's about all we got out of it. If he wasn't working with them, maybe, just maybe, he was taken by them.
Good. Anything else you can tell me about the Night Tide? They've been a problem for other vessels in the area.
I don't know. I don't have time to burden myself with run-of-the-mill pirates. They're just some scrawny little guys.
You have time to come to the Great Fair every other night and spend your coin.
I'm staying here. I gotta relax too. I'm on the search. I gotta find that evil wizard Zagothrax.
You think he's here?
I don't know. I heard he was making his way here. Head into this place. It's a good place to start. I'm working out on it. I'll find him.
All right. I think we can work together here. I need to keep searching for Sebastian. If Zagothrax is a threat, I'd like to know if you do spot him. Perhaps we can team up.
Yeah, you look like a tough one. Perhaps. We'll see.
Right.
Phalar, you speak Draconic, right?
I do.
So earlier when things were being mentioned, by the way, Thazardellum translates to the land of the Red Death. Thazarigni translates to the land of fire.
Oh no.
I'll pass that on to you. Hey guys, funny thing about those words.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's toast to it. Holds his hand up. Little dwarf guy gives him a nod. Comes on over. 3 large mugs of some kind of a dark ale. Picks it up and grabs it. What do you say? You gonna drink to this?
I don't drink.
He says, "Ha! More for me then." He grabs 2 mugs in one hand, chugs down one, then takes the other one, turns his hand around, and just starts to chug it, and then drinks it slowly.
Slow down, McFife.
You can call me Angus.
Angus. Can you tell me anything more about the Dark Tide?
Yeah, their name's the Night Tide.
The Night Tide? Yeah, clever bastard.
Look, like I said, I figured it was this little group of pirates that tried to take on our ship. And they didn't know who they were messing with. Took me just a few seconds to wipe the floor with them all. They crumbled underneath me like it was nothing. The one that survived, I held him up and said, "Who the hell are you?" And he's like pissing himself and going, I'm sorry, they told us to do it. I got to listen to the owls. I said, "Who are you?" I said, "Well, I'm Bob." They're just like, "No, Bob, what are you?" He said, "What Night Tide? That's what we're called." And I said, "Ha, great." I said, "Here, let me set you down on the ground." And when I did, he kind of slipped just a little bit and fell in the ocean. He started swimming off. I don't know what happened to him.
I believe you. Absolutely.
Wait, can you describe what Bob looked like? Because didn't we just hire someone named Bob?
We hired a few people named Bob. There's lots of Bobs.
There's lots of Bobs.
Okay.
We may need to have our Major Domo do some background Bob checks.
Yeah, let's say this is true. So it sounds like you wiped out the Night Tide. They shouldn't be a problem anymore.
Yeah. There's always that chance, that they might be just more than that group of 4 guys that thought they could take on the Prince of the Land of Fire.
Right. Hey, Simon, do you recall the name that was written on the on the pirate quest? The female person at the harbor.
I do not. DM, would you happen to have that for us?
Yeah, you reach into your pocket and you pull out the piece of paper that's in it, and it tells you that the contact was Captain Alina Gans at Dockmaster's office.
Alina Gans. Are you familiar with her?
Can't say that I am.
Also, I do want to ask you a question. You said listen to the owls? That's what the
he was pissing himself, so who knows what he was thinking.
Might be worth holding that in your back pocket, Tango. I'll make a note.
Yep, thinking of that. Thank you for bringing it up again, because I did forget instantly. Okay. Well, what we know is that Alina Gans wants some pirates dealt with. So it sounds like there's still some out there. I was wondering if maybe they're the same ones or not. But obviously you're not the right person to ask. But we are heading that way, eventually. Hopefully soon. And we are going to deal with these pirate threats.
Ha! Give them hell!
They're going to wish they were in hell when I'm done with them.
I like the way you think.
Or they'll be sent to hell. Either way.
If there's any other information you can think of between now and by the time we leave that might be useful to us, just reach out. We can align ourselves, I think. Because if this Zargothrax is involved and he's here and I'm out there, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
All right, they'll say this. Perhaps you can help me. If you ever run into a group of undead unicorns, let me know. That's when you know to stay out.
Are you serious?
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's how they sacked our city.
We're going to need to talk about that later.
Look, it's people know that the city was hit, but it's Zargothrax. He turned out to be a necromancer. From my sister. He attacked our capital city, Dundee, with this horde of unicorns, but they were dead. Yeah, we didn't know what to hit. They just kept coming.
Well, that sounds terrifying. Maybe I don't want to face Zargothrax. If you hear Zargothrax is here, let me know so I can get the hell out of here.
Thank you.
It'll be fine.
Okay. Well, I don't think I have any more questions for you, Angus.
If you run into any more information, here's our address. Just leave it with our major domo.
He looks at it. Yeah, you got it, little one.
What was our major domo's name?
Caleb.
Caleb.
Bob.
Caleb. Bob. Caleb Bob. Yeah, leave it with our major domo, Caleb.
Kaelen. Kalen.
Kaylin. Okay. Kaylin.
Excellent. All right. Angus, thank you for your time. Just know I'm not following you. I don't work with this sorcerer. As a show of good faith for these answers you've helped me with. Your drinks tonight are on me, and I'll put down like 10 gold.
You're a nice one. Good luck to you, little guy.
Little.
You look at him. He's bigger than you. He's a little taller, a little beefier. And now that you spent this much time talking to him, he clearly can handle himself.
Fair enough. I'm just so used to like standing next to Simon, and then
Totally fair. Totally fair.
All right. We'll be in touch.
All right. I assume you guys get up, head on out. Before we turn it in for the night, just kind of, were you guys gonna start on Prell's little request next? Likely.
He said the morning. So, what time of day is it right now?
This is an evening, so if you would, you'd be going out tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I mean, up to the group, but I think that'd be the best thing. Just get up early, do that, and then just go to the pirates.
All right. Because I'd like to leave you guys with a little something as we are about to close this out. Give me 1 second. You all spread out so much.
There was a cat.
Totally fair.
Yeah, we had to pet the cat.
Not with that itself.
I was telling, or I typed in it earlier. I have like 170-ish maps that have been uploaded, and I'm trying to find the right one. What did I call this? There it is.
So, Simon, the other day when I was performing at a bar and stealing stuff from people that work mean,
Mhm.
I got this thing that I think I'd like you to have it if you'd like it. I hand
mean,
you
I'll-
a Go ahead.
I'll always take something from you.
All
You have
right.
such good fashion sense.
I'm gonna hand you one vest with 100 tiny pockets on it.
Oh my god! Simon immediately puts it on over his overalls.
Nice. Yep,
That's awesome.
that one seemed fun.
I'm totally going to use the pockets to store whatever familiar I end up going with. I don't know if I'm torn between like doing a little ghost bat or a peacock spider. I'm leaning towards the spider because it's sort of cute.
I mean, Phalar likes spiders. But
Mhm.
Yes, like I said, I take inspiration from everywhere, guys, so nothing's off limits. All right, so you guys travel north out of the city, and you follow the road, like you said, and eventually you do get to this wooded area, and you see this stream kind of trickling through, and you follow it along the way a little bit, and there's a point where the road is fairly close to it, and the waters is pooling up. And as you guys are kind of continuing on your trip north, you kind of glance off to the side, look down a hill a little bit, and like I said, you see this nice clear water that's probably a mixture of a little bit of seawater and probably some nice spring water to it. And as you're kind of admiring this beautiful view, first thing you notice is this rustling down the hill a little bit. Something fairly large moving through some bushes. And before you know it, you can't help but catch something burst up out of the water. Go along this road, and down here is where it catches your eye. Out of the water pops what appears to be a shark's head. And then it raises up ever so slightly, and you see it has humanoid-like arms, and it's carrying this huge, heavy crossbow. And you hear it just call out, "Get him, boys!" And raises its crossbow in your direction. And that is where we will end it tonight.
Oh, hell
Oh
yeah.
man, awesome.
awesome. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, this is awesome. Thanks.
Thanks, you all. Just a reminder, I am out next week. I'll be finally taking a vacation. I'll be out of the country, so can't run. I'll be missing it, trust me. But I will pick it up the week after, and you guys will see what I've got going on here with this metamorphing shark. But I hope it was fun for you. I know we only got into one little combat. It was supposed to be kind of a fun one, and I thought it was great watching Tango take on the Brat King.
I felt bad that I killed it so quickly. It's like,
I
nobody
don't.
else gets a turn.
I
No,
don't.
I think it's hilarious the ramp up to finally stab it.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Oh man.
I did laugh very hard at the Rat King. Anyhow, if you aren't familiar with it, feel free to look up Glory Hammer and
You gotta.
their songs. It's fun. But anyhow, I had fun, guys. I enjoy this. Still do. If you guys need anything from me, feel free to shoot a message to me. I'll respond when I get back from the vacation. Otherwise, I'll be picking it back up in 2 weeks.
Cool. Sounds
Talk to you
good.
later.
Sweet.
Yep. See you guys later.
Cheers, y'all.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.